So the patient come in, you examine the site before you remove the stitches. So always remember this also. However many staples the doctor put in, that's just how many you have to remove. Okay? You cannot let staples get lost in the skin, because what's gonna happen? They're gonna have a major skin infection. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 staples are in. That's how many need to be removed.
20 come out.
Okay. So when you do this, this is called your staple remover.
Excuse me, one question.
Uh-huh.
When the doctor put the staples in, do you make a note of the amount of staple that
Yes,
in the
very
patient-
good.
in the patient docket?
Very good. Yes, ma'am. You're the one that's doing the documentation.
Okay.
So you need to make sure it states 20 staples in the right arm,
Okay.
right forearm, or wherever those actual staples are. So I documented the 40-some staples in patients mid-back.
Okay.
Okay. So if you're not on duty, let's say you called out sick one day, another inmate can still go into the chart
And know how many.
and see and know how many.
That's what I want to know, if you
Yeah.
have to make a documentation.
Very good. Yes, document. If it was not documented, it wasn't done.
Okay, I got a question.
Talk to me, Lila.
What if the patient comes back and he don't have the 20 stitches?
So then that's going to indicate he was doing something wrong, because they can't easily come out or tear the skin. So maybe he didn't notice it or anything. That's okay, but the problem is going to be if he's bleeding. Then you're going to have to re-put in some staples. Or if he's toning the skin even deeper, then it may require some sutures. Great point to make. So if the patient calls you and say, hey, my staples are gone and I'm bleeding, then you got to go back and you got to do it all over again. So that's why it's very important that you make sure you tell the patient to keep it wrapped up, gauze, and to keep it clean. Because if you don't keep it clean, then it can get an infection. Okay? So your staple removal have hooks. Okay? So it's going to form like a W. All you do, you go up under the skin with the hook, put pressure on the teeth, and it lifts straight out. Okay? Lift straight out. You take your gauze, you drop it on, because you're counting to make sure you're getting all of those staples out of your patient's skin. Very important.
Okay, another question.
Talk to me.
What if you pull that staple out and it start bleeding?
So that's why you have your
You got
gauze
your
right
gauze.
here, and you have your some saline, and you can dap accordingly.
Okay.
Because it's not deep surface. So it, believe it or not, it's going to be a little bit of bleeding, but it shouldn't be a lot of
Be
bleeding.
like capillary blood.
Yeah, kind of like a capillary prick, and you'll just dab accordingly. Great example there. Thank you for that. All right, go ahead. Get under the staple. Put pressure.
Oh, do you record? I thought you were trying to pull it out. Yeah. You'll send it to me? Okay, ma'am. You'll send it to me? What? When she, yeah.